Leviticus 8. And the Lord said to Moses, "Take Aaron and his sons with him, and the garments, symbols of their office, and the anointing oil, and the bull of the sin offering, and the 2 rams, and the basket of unleavened bread, and assemble all the congregation at the door of the tent of meeting." Moses did as the Lord commanded him, and the congregation was assembled at the door of the tent of meeting. Moses told the congregation, "This is what the Lord has commanded to be done." Moses brought Aaron and his sons and washed them with water. He put on Aaron the long under tunic, girded him with the long sash, clothed him with the robe, put the ephod on upper. Vestment upon him, and girded him with the skillfully woven cords attached to the ephod, binding it to him. And Moses put upon Aaron the breastplate. Also he put in the breastplate the Urim and the Thummim, articles upon which the high priest put his hand when seeking the divine will concerning the nation. And he put the turban or mitre on his head, on it in front. Moses put the shining gold plate, the holy diadem, as the Lord commanded him. And Moses took the anointing oil and anointed the tabernacle and all that was in it, and consecrated them. And he sprinkled some of the oil on the altar 7 times and anointed the altar and all its utensils and the laver and its base to consecrate them. And he poured some of the anointing oil upon Aaron's head and anointed him to consecrate him. And Moses brought Aaron's sons and put under tunics on them and girded them with sashes and wound turbans on them, as the Lord commanded Moses. Then he brought the bull of the sin offering, and Aaron and his sons laid their hands on the head of the bull of the sin offering. Moses killed it and took the blood and put it on the horns of the altar round about with his finger, and poured the blood at the base of the altar, and purified and consecrated the altar to make atonement for it. He took all the fat that was on the entrails and the lobe of the liver and the 2 kidneys with their fat, and Moses burned them on the altar. But the bull, the sin offering, and its hide, its flesh, and its tongue he burned with fire outside the camp, as the Lord commanded Moses. He brought the ram for the burnt offering, and Aaron and his sons laid their hands on the head of the ram. And Moses killed it and dashed the blood upon the altar round about. He cut the ram into pieces, and Moses burned the head, the pieces, and the fat. And he washed the entrails and the legs in water. Then Moses burned the whole ram on the altar. It was a burnt sacrifice for a sweet and satisfying fragrance, an offering made by fire to the Lord, as the Lord commanded Moses. And he brought the other ram, the ram of consecration and ordination, and Aaron and his sons laid their hands upon the head of the ram. And Moses killed it and took some of its blood and put it on the tip of Aaron's right ear and on the thumb of his right hand and on the great toe of his right foot. And he brought Aaron's sons, and Moses put some of the blood on the tips of their right ears and the thumbs of their right hands and the great toes of their right feet. And Moses dashed the blood upon the altar round about. And he took the fat tail, all the fat that was on the entrails, the lobe of the liver, and the 2 kidneys, and their fat, and the right thigh, and out of the basket of unleavened bread that was before the Lord, he took 1 unleavened cake, a cake of oiled bread, and 1 wafer, and right thigh. And he put all these in Aaron's hand and his son's hand, and waved them for a wave offering before the Lord. Then Moses took these things from their hand and burned them on the altar with the burnt offering as an ordination offering for a sweet and satisfying fragrance, an offering made by fire to the Lord. And Moses took the breast and waved it for a wave offering before the Lord, for of the ram of consecration and ordination. It was Moses' portion, as the Lord commanded Moses. And Moses took some of the anointing oil and some of the blood which was on the altar, and sprinkled it on Aaron and his garment, and upon his sons and their garments also. So Moses consecrated Aaron and his garment and his sons and his son's garment. And Moses said to Aaron and his sons, boil the flesh at the door of the tent of meeting, and there eat it with the bread that is in the basket of consecration and ordination, as I commanded, saying, Aaron and his sons shall eat it. And what remains of the flesh and of the bread you shall burn with fire, and you shall not go out of the door of the tent of meeting for 7 days, until the days of your consecration and ordination are ended. For it will take 7 days to consecrate and ordain you, as has been done this day. So the Lord has commanded do for your atonement. At the door of the tent of meeting, you shall remain day and night for 7 days, doing what the Lord has charged you to do, that you die not. For so I am commanded. So Aaron and his sons did all the things which the Lord commanded through Moses. 소중한 그냥이님, Precious Beatrice Ward, 소중한 장판 대다와건님, 또 함께 해주신 모든 소중한 여러분들 감사합니다. Thank you so much for sharing this precious time together. God bless you.